Hello everyone, this is Cody from the Rancor's Brothel. Are you looking for dice and other gaming accessories for your group? If so, check out our friends over at fanroll.com, where you can find unique dice and premium quality accessories for your table. And if you're looking for something really special, they do customization as well. Fans of the Rancor's Brothel can save 10% by using the promo code RB10 at checkout. That's R as in Rancors, B as in Brothel, 10. Not only can you get yourself some great dice at a discount, but you can support this podcast as well. So check out fanroll.com today and use promo code RB10 at checkout. Tell them the Rancor's Brothel sent you.
Trigger warning. This game contains mentions and explanations of sexual content, violence, abuse, addiction, and self-harm. Listener discretion is advised.
The Rancor's Brothel presents Berlin, the Wicked City. Act 3. Schreckfilm.
I have to look up chase rules.
Try to stay together. Hold hands!
Hold hands, everyone!
Because last time we got attacked by...
Last time?
As they're running, Dottie's gonna be like, God, I really wish there was a freaking cat right now.
Yeah.
Because that would scare the shit out of them.
Even the street toughs are on the witch's side.
I don't think so. I think they're honestly just trying to rob us. We're out after dark in a meh
It's
area.
It's too convenient. And here's the
Yeah.
thing. Street toughs are survivors. They would be absolutely dipshit stupid to try to rob us with guns.
Yeah.
There's something more going on here.
Yeah.
I don't know, because the way he was looking looks like he was looking up... I'm metagaming, but it looked like he was looking up rules in the back of like how he could add combat.
I was looking at their stat block. Fair enough.
So
Gotcha.
Move rates. Everybody has a move rating.
Uh-huh.
Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to roll con rolls. On a success, your move rating does not change. If it's an extreme, you get a +1 to your move rating.
Ooh.
If it's a failure, it's a -1, meaning you basically just drop back a little far.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I have a series of dots on a piece of paper. Where they start and where you start, there's a dot between you. You guys are because you're a round ahead.
Yep.
The more you fail, the further back to their side you go. The more you succeed, the further away you get.
Well, this should be great because I've been rolling really, really well today.
You want different dice?
I've tried several different sets.
Here, maybe any of mine will be better for you.
We'll go to these sparkly ones.
Yeah.
You guys basically go first because your dexes are higher. So go ahead and roll con.
Okay.
Ooh.
Got it.
Yeah, me too.
got it.
I got it hard. By heart.
Gross.
Extreme.
Oh,
is
it's
your
extreme
+1,
is the
but
only one. Okay.
So everybody has a general success, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just moving along. I forgot what their...
It's bad. It's bad.
Oh
and
no,
slow.
they all died.
they all tripped and died.
The earth opened up and swallowed them.
Yum, 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 yum.
If this was Delta Green, it would be an extreme success.
Crispy.
It's not.
Oh.
If it was Delta Green, it would be an extreme success. So basically, everybody moves up one.
Okay.
Yay.
Roll again. You're being chased.
How much ground do we cover in a round? Like,
It doesn't really matter.
I'm so scared to roll.
Got it by half.
got it.
You got
Got it.
If you consider every other game, basically it's a 30-foot.
I got it.
30-foot movement for
Yeah.
every other type of game. So you guys continue to move. No one's dropping back. They are gaining on you.
No.
Oh.
That was an ot 4. Roll again.
Oh no.
Got it.
Got it.
What's all zeros?
Ah, piss.
That's a 100. That's very bad.
Good.
Oh no.
Yeah. Both Emily and I failed.
I also failed. Yes. So who succeeded?
I did.
Okay. The party is basically split. So the two girls really don't move very far. You guys kind of skid ahead.
I would.
We're in
However,
heels,
I would
I'll
slow
slow
down.
down.
Yeah, I would not.
However, I also failed miserably, so I dropped back one.
Yeah, we drop back to stay with them. We would not run ahead. That's stupid.
I mean, you might. So you want to stay with them?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll again.
Wait, all zeros? I'm so
game is
confused by that one.
3
100.
zeros is a 100.
I failed.
I
Pass.
also failed.
I got an aught 6.
So you would technically you should be ahead of the pack.
That's great. You go. Do you have a gun?
I have a switchblade.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And I have what is called Lottie's roll. And Lottie's roll, we determined in the very beginning of the second one, that it was like full of like wrenches and like also lingerie. And like it was just like a really weird combination of Lottie's things.
Cool.
I also failed. At this point, I'm going to say, even though you guys failed, you managed to duck around a corner or something and lose them.
Oh, hell yeah.
With two mega failures like that, I'm going to say you guys managed to lose them. But you hear them screaming and shouting out at you from a distance.
What are they saying?
What are they saying?
Should have just given it back.
Yep.
What do we have?
We don't know.
Everyone,
We'll find you. Yada yada yada.
everyone, turn out your goddamn pockets right now.
To be fair, I feel like we are in a ditch, like on a like tree line or something, or behind a building or like something where like we wouldn't be seen by them. So we could hang out for a minute, catch our breaths, be quiet.
Do you think they want the dossier?
Possibly.
Maybe. Yeah.
Or we have something.
But like the lady, Lena was being followed. Mm-hmm. She dropped the dossier so that we got it. Then all of a sudden, we're targeted. I mean, I still feel like Lena is trying to dump this off on us because
absolutely.
she knows.
Like I said, I do agree that this is cursed, but what in it is cursed? What in it would they want? What in
I mean,
this?
is there anything in this that we need?
I mean, like I said, we could take pictures of all of it.
Do you have the cog on you? The gear?
Yeah.
Have we?
We haven't had it the whole time.
Okay.
We just got
Have
it
we
at the end of
super
last
investigated it? Is it just a cog?
It's clearly the thing he had in his hand at the funeral.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
but
always
it's
playing with it.
it's have we
It's just a thing
investigated?
to tinker with. Yeah. It's almost like a
Okay.
fidget spinner.
It's not like some code cracker.
No, it's almost like a fidget spinner.
No, I like that's why I called it a gear. It's because
Yeah,
it looks
yeah.
like, you know.
I still think we just burn the dossier. Take pictures of the
I mean,
pieces.
we have all the
What-
information we
What
need.
in this?
But Lena has also said that that she believes she's still being followed despite not having it.
Yes, but what in this is not what it seems.
My
We
vote
are
is
dealing
the
with
postcard
We are dealing with witchcraft.
because the postcard didn't. All it did was lead us to a place where we got ambushed.
Or is it this photograph that we don't remember taking?
It could also be cursed. Everything's cursed.
But we are dealing with witchcraft, so could they change what we have in our possession to be what we think it is, but what it's not?
When we were talking to Crowley about the clues, he said something about like one of the things, like there was something different about it. Am I losing my mind?
What's different about what? And say that again.
It's like he looked at something and said like, I don't know.
Wasn't it this that he recognized it, but not the figure in it?
Maybe that was it. Because he told us about... So you told us earlier that this is not from the actual movie, but that's just because this is what you made?
That's because it's what
So it is an actual picture from the film.
in game, yes, it is.
Okay. And there's this weird figure behind it?
Correct.
And Did he say something about it, Crowley?
He said it was strange.
Okay. But he didn't elaborate?
He didn't have anything to elaborate from. He just said it was weird.
Okay. And that's just showing the difference, like when we hold it up to the light.
Yeah,
Correct,
they're just, yeah.
Because remember when you didn't hold it up to the light, you thought it was a lady who was smiling
I
and had a
did.
ferret.
I didn't think it was a smiling lady.
It
with
does
a
look
ferret.
like it does look like a bird in this one.
Don't give it to him.
Look at that. It looks like a bird on her shoulder.
We have to
I
find
agree.
this bird.
It's been bird talk the whole time.
brains.
It's been bird talk the whole time. I knew it.
So where are you heading? Whose apartment?
I feel like my apartment's the safest bet because it's not, no offense, it's probably in the better neighborhood of town.
Wow.
And if these people try to track us down there, they're more likely to be spotted out and
Arrested for being poor.
arrested for being poor.
Except for that the police are in their pocket.
That's true.
But it is still the best bet. I agree.
She probably has some sort of security and maid staff and whatnot.
Do you,
so that's probably better.
do you have
but-
Rottweilers or German Shepherds? Or
Big dogs.
big dogs
Big dog.
Big dogs.
to fight the kitties.
Oh, we do need a fleet of big dogs. Human dogs.
Human dogs.
Yeah.
Where do we get werewolves?
We just take Siri. We just get Siri.
Sirius would
Your
be useless.
dog is the most scared dog on the face of this planet. It doesn't even go after possums.
In her defense, she didn't realize that
raccoons.
raccoons could jump.
She
And
found
it was
out.
Scary.
So to your apartment.
Yeah. It's been dog talk.
Can you roll me luck, please?
Oh, God. I'm going to die.
Oh no.
I just don't want to.
Don't worry. I'm ready to flash people again.
Your luck is pretty high.
I don't even see it. Is it this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
No!
Failure.
Can you spend luck to...
Would you like me to spend 52 luck?
You cannot spend luck on a luck roll.
That is true. In your mail for the day, you find a telegram that unfortunately one of your family members has passed.
Oh.
Ooh.
So sorry. My condolences. Were you close?
I don't know which family member it was, so.
I mean, I would say you knew them well enough at
Okay.
least.
Say anything about the
Manner of death.
circumstances?
Self-inflicted.
Oh! Oh.
I don't like cats.
Y'all thinking these witches are getting in people's heads? That's why there's been this rise in suicides?
I asked at the beginning of this session if it seemed as if there was something abnormal with the patterns, and it was usually people who had been affected by economic downturn.
Okay, so it
Yeah.
wasn't. But your family's rich.
They were.
Oh.
Oh, Amy.
Did you lose money?
I'm so sorry. Your daddy may have done tax evasion.
You bet on the wrong horse.
Your daddy's not part of the Nazis, and therefore you'd have no money.
He did not see it coming.
Wow. Oh, wow.
The dad jokes. I love it.
Oh, gotta get good at them.
Making some bad jokes for someone who sleeps really soundly.
I really like that you and I are giggling about that, and these other two are like, oh no.
Fun.
I feel like Spencer and I share like a lot of qualities as far as trying to bring animals home that our spouses won't let us.
This is true.
Are you saying I'm Austin in this situation? Our
Yeah,
brains
a
are similar?
little.
Sweet.
Yeah, high five.
Yay!
I mean,
Small brains.
Oh my
Fair.
god.
Fair. It makes sense. That's why I'm your best friend. I'm just like your husband.
Schmal.
Female version.
Schmau.
That's why I like you both so much.
You may retire for the evening. Yes. You also would have gotten a card telling you what time the séance was. It's a midday situation.
Okay.
A midday seance.
Before or after
Yeah,
lunch?
they used to do those a lot. Houdini was definitely one of those people that ran seances all the
Because
time.
he had to drink at night.
It's true.
Well, maybe Crowley does too.
Is Crowley going to be there?
He didn't say he was going
he
to.
didn't say
He just
he
said
was
he
Oh,
knew
Just said
of
that he
it.
knew, yeah.
So if you'd like, we can just skip ahead to that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, as long as no giant fucking cats
Do we
want to
bring the dossier with us?
I feel like in the morning, I don't want to split the party, but I feel like we should each take pieces and put it somewhere.
Like hide them somewhere?
Like hide the bits?
Well, like break it up and see where.
Like if I take this picture and put it in my apartment and my apartment gets ransacked, then it would be linked to this.
Oh.
That's interesting. Because we've got all the information we need. We could take pictures and
Yeah. The question is, they want it back. Do we want them to have it back?
Yeah, that's fair.
Because we could just give them what they
Dottie
want.
could go to work and put it in a safe in the hospital.
Sorry, it is actually it is PM. It's 11:30 PM, not AM.
Oh, okay. I was like, shit. So we have a whole other day to get through.
Again, we can just push forward.
Yeah, I'm running out of time.
Do you have a giant wall safe in your house?
Probably. I mean, who doesn't?
Roll for wall safe.
Yeah, we can put it in the wall safe.
Put it in the wall
And
safe.
put my family more at risk?
Your family lives with you?
You live with your parents?
You may be rich, but at least we all have our own places.
I pay rent in my shanty.
Exactly.
Wow.
Alienist isn't exactly a high-paying gig right now. That's all
fair.
I'm going to say.
That's fair.
And I
not
just
an
feel like I'm
artist.
making the right economic choice to stay with my dad.
Totally fair. Did your dad have a safety deposit box?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Okay. I don't want to leave it with anybody. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it because that's exactly what Lena did to us, and then
true.
that drew us into it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah.
Well, that's why I was thinking.
I do like
if it's in
the-
a
We're
safe
not going to
deposit
be
box,
in
it's
any
not with anybody.
less danger.
Yeah. They're going to come for us. I don't think they have.
And if we have it with us, at least it's a bargaining chip at that point.
Yep.
Okay.
Good point.
Yep.
It is a dress-up affair.
Ooh.
We'll just push forward to the union. It is located in Leedsburger Strauss, at Leedsburger Strauss 18 in the Kudam.
In the prostitute market?
It's in that area at least.
Wow.
It is foggy.
Oh God.
It is just south of the famous Kadwi Shopping Emporium, which is probably on that map somewhere. His apartment takes up 2 stories of a neo-Baroque residence block.
This is the second time Neo-Baroque has come up.
It's just the style.
What's the time frame?
Yeah.
Just looking
And
for
if
visual
everything
patterns
is tied
here.
to this Kaiser dude, it's probably a his time frame.
It's very cold. It's 11:30 at night.
Oh, so it's night.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
that was my
said.
mistake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
He said PM, not AM.
When you enter into a beautiful hall dominated by a massive bronze Buddha surrounded by a halo of astrological symbols painted on the wall behind it. Let's see, where am I at on the map here? Entry hall. Here we are. You're greeted by some sort of butler, servant, some kind. They would ask you if you want, cigarettes, cigars, drinks, what have you. There's a multitude of voices. I mean, there are a lot of people here, it seems. He said, "You're welcome to spend time in the lounge if you wish," as he points to his left. There's also the animal menagerie, if you'd like to take a look there. Behind me is the séance room, which we will enter later. Directly next to it is the ballroom, which you hear more voices in the ballroom than anything.
Are there cassowaries in the animal sanctuary?
I was going to ask if they were cats.
Oh shit! I was thinking an aviary. That was where my brain went.
So you guys can roam around for a little bit
Okay.
if you wish.
Do we find any magical items that can help us on our quest?
Seriously.
Like anti-cat devices or
It's just a
Spray
spray
bottles.
bottle.
Yeah, we need spray bottles.
So
More.
I'm. Would you like to accompany me to see the animals?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Probably goes without saying, don't consume anything here.
Oh no, not of,
No,
of course.
No, never.
Yeah.
Okay.
As
Could
he's
be
got like a sandwich
aerosolized.
stuff.
As we're walking, Dottie could go, it could be aerosolized. Just keep going.
Thank you, Dottie.
The animal menagerie room is a massive floor to ceiling cage that houses a flock of chirping finches.
Oh, finches.
There
Bird
is
talk.
a hothouse with slithering snakes and blinking lizards moving around,
What kind of
and
snakes?
tropical foliage. It doesn't specify.
Pigments.
Over there is a
Hognose.
globe of the world standing taller than a man. The recessed lighting casts yellow and green hues through the rambling space, and yet more astrological signs glare down from the high ceilings, lit with red neon tubes.
Creepy.
Does it specify what kind of astrological signs?
Does not.
Okay. Yeah, the
So
Buddha's
we got
interesting
burbs,
too.
we got snakes, we got lizards.
So reptiles and birds.
There's some other people here just kind of looking at the animals and talking amongst themselves.
I'll
Blooded and hollow.
drop some eaves.
Just they're talking about the animals themselves, about the finches, about the snakes, what have you. Kind of like you're visiting a zoo almost.
I'll sidle up to them at the finch cage and say, it's fascinating that finches insert finch fact here.
Oh, very fascinating. Yes, I didn't realize that.
They have different bill shapes to
They-
open different types of
Their
seeds.
beaks look like bells, as I heard.
And you hear like laughter from other rooms, like people are just having a good time.
I will. I'll chat these individuals up. Do they? I mean, obviously well dressed.
Yeah. They'd introduce themselves. It's their names you've never heard. So.
Is this your first time visiting?
We've been here a couple of times. It's usually a really intriguing experience.
Have you been to the séance?
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. What? How would you describe it?
Mind-boggling. I'm not sure how he does it.
What does he do exactly?
Calls the dead.
Also, kind of hard to explain. He speaks seemingly to another dimension. At least that's the way he kind of explains it. I don't know. For all I know, it's all fake. But it is very fascinating.
Interesting. So he speaks to this other dimension. Does it speak back?
So he says. If
But
nothing
you
else-
didn't hear anything.
If nothing else, it's wonderfully entertaining.
You didn't hear anything, though.
No.
He just told
He's the
you.
mystic, not me.
Fair.
She like downs her wine.
Yes, alcohol.
Yes, I'm gonna get a refill in the ballroom.
Oh, okay.
She leaves.
I follow them. This is how I go at parties. I
Are you
cling.
guys just all wandering as one group then? Is that what
Yeah,
we're doing?
we're not
and
splitting
so we
apart.
see him leave, and we're like,
I made friends.
You see a couple of individuals in uniform.
Oh,
SS uniform
unhindered.
or SA.
SA uniforms, yeah. I don't think you would know. You have to have a high credit rating, so you wouldn't know who that is.
My credit rating's 50.
Yeah, it's a lot higher.
Oh shit.
You see, those individuals are kind of in their own little group, like chattering, talking with some of the ladies, what have you. You see a young blonde woman, who turns around and kind of double takes and smiles at you, and you recognize this young woman.
Is it the doll lady?
No,
Is it Lena?
you once saved her life.
Oh, the princess? Oh,
Anastasia!
my liege.
Whoa. No, she wasn't a doll.
She wasn't
No, that was,
Right,
the
that was
other
the other
blonde
one.
woman.
Okay, sorry.
She introduces herself as Anna Anderson,
Of course. Wink.
formerly Tchaikovsky. There with her husband.
Son or sin?
Oh, sorry, no, with her lawyer. She introduces her lawyer, Edward Fallows.
He's my lawyer.
Wink. What's his name?
Edward Fallows, Fallows,
Is it son or sin?
SON.
Thank you.
So, interesting.
And she also introduces a man who goes by Prince Friedrick of Saxe-Altenburg.
Just
She
casually
introduces-
hanging out with
Introduces him as her latest royal supporter.
just casually hanging out with the prince.
Oh yeah.
Of where? Saxon something?
Saxe, S-A-X-E dash Altenburg, A-L-T-E-N-B-U-R-G. And she does recognize some of you, and kind of tells this bizarre story about the zoo. And
I have a feeling Dottie
yada,
gets
yada,
mistaken as her sister.
Cassowaries.
that's feasible. I mean, if you look enough like her, yeah.
So
Yeah,
she's
they look
like
very similar.
she's forthcoming with that information of like what happened.
That she was kind of a runaway and that you saved her life. She doesn't go into the detail about
We
the
saved her
demon
from some
stuff that you guys had to deal
cassowaries.
with, but like just the fact that she was kind of a runaway and what have you. Yeah, it's more general information, not detailed information of the situation you dealt with.
Okay.
She seems very stable and confident. Her hair is cut in more of a bob now.
The total 1930s hairstyle.
Bobby.
All right. Super proud of her.
You
She's got her
also
life together.
see in the corner Margot Leon speaking to some people, dressed in a almost skin tight black dress. You do also recognize that she is speaking to one of the SA men from your photograph, or the SA man from your photograph, Heldorf.
For Hindenburg.
Question. Do they look like they're wearing what they wore in the photograph that we've looked at 1,000 times?
Oh.
They do.
Oh.
Do we look like we're wearing what was in the photograph?
You're not.
Dope.
Thank God.
Feel better now.
Yet.
Oh no.
Because that's not Dottie's
And
clothes.
suddenly the kitchen door swings open and a man comes out with hors d'oeuvres and flutes of champagne. I don't know why they even make you roll for that. After a while, it gets kind of weird. Like you feel uneasy. Like you just get a kind of a weird sense of unease.
The vibe is off.
The vibe is off. And then right at the top of the hour, at midnight, a man with wildly wide eyes enters the room with a dog on a leash.
What kind of dog?
Is it the inspector? It's a police breed.
It is some sort of large poodle, I think.
Does the dog look human-like-ish?
Poodles actually have hair that's very similar to human hair.
And they also can
It's a
have
black
human-like
poodle.
faces.
It's a black poodle on a short leash.
Okay. Like standard poodle, miniature poodle.
He said large, so
Just
standard.
Is
Just
it
a black
muzzled?
poodle. No.
Is it chewing on a ball?
Seems to be pretty docile, probably a little afraid of all the people even.
Can I kiss it?
As he, he sort of begins shaking hands. He speaks to Margot and he speaks to Heldorf, and they sort of follow him around a little bit as he is introducing himself to everyone.
Did we figure out who this suited guy was?
That is Jan Hansen, who has the apartment that you're in. That's who is introducing himself right now.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
He is the mystic.
That's right.
But he comes to you all and introduces himself as Eric and Jan Hansen, and welcome to my home. I'm sure it's going to be an amazing experience and so much fun. And you see the door opens again as someone walks in with a man on a leash and says, "Look, I have a dog now too," and everyone just erupts in laughter. And you recognize the man on the leash, who hands it off to Count Heldorf and says, "I'm taking this one home," and he kind of scratches behind his ear. And you hear someone say, "One for the papers," as you spin about, and a flash occurs. And yes, you all suddenly realize this photograph has just been taken.
I told you.
Roll stand for that.
His whiskers.
You got that
Passed.
photograph with you?
Yeah.
Didn't pass.
Do you pull it out and look at it?
Probably.
Yeah, you're gonna
should.
see their clothing change.
Yeah, you're wearing what you're wearing right now.
Man, I can't deal with no timey-wimey bullshit.
I don't think it's timey-wimey. I think this is the cursed object.
I mean,
roll
it seems
stand,
like
sir?
it.
Did you roll stand as well?
Odd 8.
So who succeeded and who failed?
I passed.
Succeeded.
I failed.
So failure is 1d3. If you passed, it is still 1.
Oh. My head.
One. That's at least lucky.
Please follow me. Follow me to the séance room, and you enter a room that has couches surrounding a very.
Daddy wants to
Wait, I had a really quick question. Does Kriega seem to notice us, recognize us, or is he just playing the dog role?
Anybody else mind?
Yeah. What's
He seems
is
insane,
he
correct?
out of his? Shit? Is he drugged?
Is he acting like a dog?
Hard to say. Oh yeah, he's acting like a dog.
Is he
It's hard to say.
moving?
Can
He doesn't-
she
I mean-
use psychology? Like, is he under?
You can roll psychology if you want.
I've been rolling so good today. No, wait, hang on, maybe. Yeah, no, actually, I got it. My psychology is so high.
He seems to be following commands.
Okay.
Like if they tell him to sit, he sits. If they tell him to heal, he heals. He is just seemingly playing the part of a man playing a dog. Whether or not he's on something, hard to say.
Or
Influenced
some sort
by
of
something,
trance,
yeah.
or-
Yeah.
Yes, you enter the séance room. Like I said, it is. It's got lots of couches for people to sit and watch, and there's chairs surrounding this circular table with. It's more like a donut. It's a big empty space in the middle, and Eric sort of flips up almost like a bar, entry where he has that sort of
So we can get into the middle of the table.
Yeah, to get in the middle. And everybody kind of hushes, and he kind of puts his fingers to his temples and spins about. And he looks at you and you all and other people, and he kind of calls a couple of people over. He says, "You four, please come, join."
Dope.
Yeah, maybe it's dope for you who didn't just have a family member die and is now at a seance.
Figure out how they died.
Well,
Maybe it's not dope for any of us because when we get pulled into this shit, we happen to lose track of time.
he said dope.
What are your luck scores? Like your actual scores?
39.
77.
52.
42.
What's wrong with me?
No luck.
I don't think you had a high luck to begin with, did you?
He stops on Adalaide and
Yeah,
says,
of course he does.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes and tell me what you see.
Darkness.
My eyelid.
I see those little like pinpricks of light that dance around.
And you guys can kind of see. You guys can see. As she has her eyes closed, you kind of feel like the wind of like hands around your head, as if he's kind of doing this sort of thing that no one can see at home. But like just sort of like
He's voguing around her head.
yeah, not touching your head or face or anything, but kind of
You better
moving
not
his
touch me
hands-
because I ain't give him consent.
moving his hands around
He's going,
around you
woo.
and in front of your face. I need you to roll POW at hard.
Pow pow.
Wow.
Pew, pew, pew.
No.
Ooh, not what I thought it was.
Your
Head
your tactile sense sort of drifts away,
Cool.
and you feel like you're floating in an endless cold void.
Not good.
Great.
There seems to be no sense of up or down,
Fantastic.
and you can't open your eyes, no matter how much you struggle.
Cool.
And
You are in
suddenly-
sleep paralysis, my love.
Suddenly, almost instantaneously, you feel that your mind is under a terrific psychic assault, as if icy fingers are reaching into your skull and attempting to wrench your brain free. And there's this momentary glimpse of a laughing face, almost as if it's projected in a black and white film. And you recognize the woman laughing as Esterhazy. And her laughter ends abruptly, her face now in a steely mask of fury. And you hear her voice. Hand back the folder, and I shall suffer you to live. Do not, and you will beg me for death. Now you and the other guests at the table witnessed Adalaide at first sweating and then mumbling and then suddenly stiffen in her seat and then begin to scream uncontrollably. You automatically lose 5 sanity.
Oof.
Which gives you a temporary insanity. So please take away 5 san.
Me?
You suffer a bout of madness. And
Yes. I didn't have like a lot of sanity to start with.
then Now means I gotta open up the sanity chart.
Woo!
Wait, I wanted to ask her why
person.
she needed the dang old folder.
I don't think you had the sense.
You don't really get the chance to speak, and
You
even
have
if
more
you tried,
than
it
I
wouldn't
do.
work.
Don't you? What are you at?
I'm 48 now.
Yeah, I only have 43.
Roll me a D100.
No.
I think this is how this works. Oh, hang on. Bouts of Madness. My apologies. It's not a D100.
4.
A Bout of Madness is a D10.
It's this bad boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
9.
You were insane for 9 years. Just kidding.
Homicidal.
Oh God.
Oh, that would be fun.
You have developed a new phobia. Now I need you to roll a D100.
Aha. Hope it's cats.
86.
That'd be fucking hilarious. Or water.
Or folders.
I love it when things come together.
Oh no.
You have something called tephophobia, the fear of being buried alive or at cemeteries.
Ooh.
Cool. You have to roll a D24.
A D19.
A D30 for days.
Roll me a D10.
4.
It's about 4 hours before you would come out of that, but for now, you're still in it.
It's a good thing I'm not anywhere near a cemetery.
Yet.
Let's see. She just faints and falls out of her chair and collapses, and everyone the seance itself kind of becomes chaotic, and everyone's like, what the hell's going on? And people are flustered, and some people walk out scared.
I'll like try to
Call me an ambulance.
get her on her back and like fan and check her vitals and all that good stuff. I have first aid.
After a moment, she kind of comes to, but yeah.
While she's doing that, Dottie's looking around the room at the people that she got snapped in the picture with, seeing how their reaction was.
They're just shocked. Everyone seems to be like they're whispering or talking.
I know. I just
each other,
didn't know if
trying
they
to
were
understand
acting
what's going on.
shifty.
No, not at all.
Okay. And what about the guy that was doing the seance?
He's sort of just standing there watching as you are trying to help her recover. He doesn't really say anything.
Does he look concerned? Does he look proud of himself?
Maybe a mixture of both. Like, clearly he feels like he's done something, which it's all for show, right?
Yeah.
But also he's a little concerned as to why
she fainted.
Why she fainted. He's not, because he as far as you're aware, he has no idea what's going on.
Someone slapped this man.
I mean, you can roll psychology if you have it.
I have a little bit. I did not get it.
I have it. Can I roll?
No. No, you can't.
No.
No, for me too.
Yeah. So you're not really sure. I mean, his facial expression was already a little funny. Like he looks like a funny looking guy.
He looks kind of like
His eyes are just as wide as they were when you first met him.
I was gonna say who's the guy? Rodney Dangerfield. That's what I imagine. I imagine he has thyroid
kind of
eyes, where like his
deadpan
eyes are
face.
popped
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Can you explain this, sir?
And he kind of just says, I can't.
What did you see?
I saw nothing.
Do you ever see anything?
Yeah, sometimes.
What do you see usually?
Usually we speak to the dead through the body of someone else. I don't know what this is.
What about this time was different? Like, do you feel blocked?
Somewhat. And I've never had anyone faint at my table.
So is Adalaide stirring at this point?
Yeah, like you can start to help her sit up and come to a little.
Hey. Everything good?
Does it seem like it's good?
No, I was just trying to calm the situation.
Would you, since you're temporarily kind of insane, would you be that calm?
I don't know. What's the rules?
If you're
Do I
afraid
need
of
to keep
being buried
screaming?
alive, should we get you outside into some air?
I mean, you have the rule is in 4 hours you'll be over your bout of madness. As of right now, you're just kind of flustered.
But my bout of madness is the phobia, right?
Correct.
It doesn't dictate that I have to act like a mad person.
No.
Okay,
No.
that's what I wanted to make sure.
You were probably still a little hysterical, a little unnerved about what you saw.
Yeah, right. So I'm annoyed that he asked me, "Is everything okay?"
Okay. No, that's fair. Oops. He just kept calling it a bout of madness, and so in my brain that
Well, that's what
means
it's
like,
that's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, on a D10, you could also have become very violent and try to kill somebody.
No, I agree. I was just trying to figure out
Well,
what hurt
That
you.
would have been.
we didn't experience what you experienced. So, Adelaide, what happened? What did you see? What did you hear? What did you feel?
You brought the folder with you.
I'll look at the Van Heusen guy.
He's just standing there watching you guys talk. So if you want to go elsewhere, you might as well go elsewhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't include
Let's get
him.
some air.
People were fanning out,
Yeah.
leaving because of the experience. Like they're unnerved, and he's just kind of standing there, kind of in shock.
Yeah.
Flip him off.
No response. He poofs into fire. Who knew? That was his weakness.
Kryptonite.
Yeah, I'll lead her outside.
Yeah.
We'll follow.
It wasn't. Didn't channel the dead.
What did it channel?
The witch.
Which witch?
Watch which?
The actress one. The
Esther?
missing one.
Esterhazy?
Yeah. Esterhazy.
Yeah, she tried to physically remove my brain and then told me that if we don't return the folder to her, she will, kill us in a very painful way.
So wait. Esther tried to remove your brain?
That's what it felt like.
Like fingers on your brain?
Yes, yeah, exactly. Like that. Actually, icy fingers would specifically be the way that it felt.
Were they cat-like?
I
What
mean,
is with you and cats?
We have been attacked by 2 large ones lately.
No.
in fairness, she didn't physically try to remove your brain. That's what it felt like.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what.
But the
thought
way
she
you're
was trying to
describing
get.
it and the way you're talking about it is almost as if you watched her try to pull the brain out of her skull.
Yeah.
And that's
I
what
want
Lottie-
to make sure that you understand that it was metaphorical, not physical.
Yes, but I think the way she would explain it, because if you felt it that
Sure,
way,
yeah.
she would probably.
I just want to make sure
Explain
that
it
that's
that way,
clear,
yeah.
at least for the listeners, and if nothing else.
So Esther tried to remove your brain because of the folder,
Yes.
and she wants the folder.
She wants the folder.
But who are we supposed to give it back to?
She wants it back. Maybe we should have given it to the people who tried to rob it from us.
So you said, what did she look like at first when she was laughing? You said did it look like a movie was playing?
Yeah.
Like she was in a movie?
The way that it's described is as if it were a black and white film.
Okay, so she was in black and white, probably like very flickery with each of the panels or whatever.
Good.
A momentary glimpse of a laughing face as if projected in a black and white film. That's the way it's described.
Very quickly went from laughing to not laughing.
And there was nothing else given to you other than that she wants the folder. And we'll die if we don't give it to her. But we'll die if
painfully.
We'll probably die if we give it to her.
Or more people will die because obviously she has some sort of control over the city and people's
Krieg-
mental well-being.
It's Krieg, right?
Yeah. Yeah, where'd Krieg go?
Still in there woofing.
Whoever's got him on a leash has him. Yeah.
Well, everybody left and we're outside, right? So I'm assuming we're outside this guy's
Not
house.
everybody, but a lot of people. Yeah.
Is he outside the house?
You do not see a man on a leash.
Well, because that was my question. Like, is he only controlled inside the house, or is he constantly controlled? Also, would you want an inspector to be taken out of a house on a leash? And would you want this picture for the papers if you were an inspector?
I think that was a joke.
I don't think it was a joke, was it?
Everyone laughed when the photograph was taken, but it's hard to say whether or not he was actually joking.
Yeah, I mean, it could be blackmail.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Where to?
I don't know.
Obviously not a cemetery.
or underground.
You guys don't know about my phobia.
Oh, that's true. How are you acting right now?
I don't know.
Probably shaken.
Yeah. Annoyed. Very, very annoyed.
After about 4 hours, you start to feel a little better.
I do think we should probably go back to Adelaide's house, get her a cup of coffee or tea, calm her down, and reassess this folder.
Yeah. Pick apart the different things.
What if we made copies of these things and put them in specific locations as a stakeout? Or take a piece of this folder.
I mean, we know how to bring it back to her. We just bring it to the brothel.
Probably. I mean, the next time some group of assholes asks us for it, we can
But
give
what
it
is
back.
so important about this folder?
I don't know. We've been investigating
What
it, and we've
in this
found
folder
anything.
is hers that she would want back?
So far, the thing that seems to have the most magic tied to it is the photograph.
I agree.
But she didn't say the photograph. She said the folder.
The folder.
So what about this folder makes her want it?
Crowley did say that this was off.
The film.
And if she appeared like film, maybe there's a connection there.
Should we? Well, I mean, she's an actress.
That's
So
true.
it does make sense. But should we go find a, I don't know, artsy place to see if they have a copy of it and would mind?
Or could run that through the projector, like those few,
and see
if we can, like, if it's blown up,
if we
is
can
there
see
anything else
something
we
in
can
it.
see?
It's a fantastic idea.
So you want to go to a movie theater?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say like a super upstanding one.
Art house cinema.
Yeah.
Just some place that plays old
You have a connection to someone who owns a movie theater through Crowley, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a fair point.
Follow up with that.
So then you all stay at Adelaide's that night. It is now January 4. Adalaide, please deduct 1 stan.
Seems fair.
For horrible nightmares overnight and not able to sleep, continuously seeing this laughing face and hearing these words. In the morning paper,
A newspaper.
you see this. Whoever wants to read it has handed it to you because you're closer.
Who wants to read it?
I'll read it.
It is her house.
Extra,
Okay.
extra.
Casting call. Producers working on a new Schreckfilm.
Shrek 4. I'm all swamp.
It
I'm
is
going to be a great Shrek.
SCHRECK film, but it's one word.
Donkey.
Have issued a casting call for extras. The film, tentatively entitled Das Necromonicon.
Wait, what? Run it back.
Das Necromonicon.
Necromonicon?
Necronomicon.
Nomicon.
Okay.
2 brains over here.
It's like, no, it's not Das Necronomicon. It's Necromominon. We ain't getting sued by the creator of the Necronomicon. What the hell? Wait, say it one more time.
No, I won't.
Necronomicon.
Necronomicon. That's what
not
you said.
what I
You
said.
said it.
Gee,
You did. You said
Whose side are you on?
I'm sorry, man.
She is with
the
child.
truth.
Is to be a documentary-style fictionalization of the occult secrets contained within one of the most infamous tomes of all time. According to the movie's financier, Baron von Gronau.
Oh.
The film had a troubled production, being stalled in development for over 2 years now. Don Gronau assures our reporter that, thanks to some recent technological and creative breakthroughs, the production is back on track, and he hopes to see the film ready for release before Easter. Those wishing to appear as extras in the film must report to the Kaiser Wilhelm Turm in Grunwald tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for a day of shooting in and around the location. Food and a nominal stipend will be provided.
These clues are just telling us what's going to happen, where we're going.
Where we need
next.
to go.
Thank you for listening. Berlin the Wicked City was written by David Larkins with Mike Mason and Lynn Hardy. You can find us online at rancorsbrothel.com, Facebook at Fans of the Rancors Brothel, and Twitter at Rancors_Brothel.